Meanwhile, North Korea has tested its underwater nuclear weapons system. Pyongyang claims that its test was in response to the military drills by the United States, South Korea and Japan this week. Now, the underwater drone, which can supposedly carry a nuclear weapon, was tested off the country's east coast. Neighboring South Korea called it a provocation. And earlier in the week, Pyongyang said that it had deployed a new solid-fueled intermediate-range ballistic missile. On Friday, North Korea said that joint drills by Washington, Seoul and Tokyo had forced its hand, and Pyongyang has alleged the exercises further destabilized the regional situation. Now, North Korea's latest tests have come a day after Japan signed a deal with ally United States to buy the 400-kilometer range Tomahawk missiles. Faced with growing Chinese military clout and also a nuclear-armed North Korea, the Japanese government is in fact doubling its defense spending to the NATO standard of 2% GDP by 2027. Now, the United States worked to bring South Korea and Japan closer last year, even as it increased its activities in the region in the face of the North Korean aggression. However, the current posturing may change, given that former President Donald Trump is in fact leading the polls in the run-up to the US presidential elections in November. A likely return of Donald Trump to the White House could also potentially revive his chemistry with Kim Jong-un while renewing US tensions with South Korea. Now, back in September 2017, Pyongyang claimed that it had tested a hydrogen bomb. Just months later, in June 2018, then President Trump had agreed for a bilateral Singapore summit with Kim Jong-un. The leaders had even signed an inexplicit agreement for the denuclearization of the peninsula. And a year later, Trump became the first sitting American president to cross the demarcation zone, meeting Kim Jong-un in North Korea. While in office, Trump has showed that he values political flexibility and prioritizes moves that return immediate tactical political advantages. Whether Trump picks up things from where he left with North Korea remains to be seen. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.